Hi, boys and girls. Teacher Wendy here. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good myself. Today we're going to read the story called The Very Hungry Caterpillar. We're also going to make a caterpillar and we're going to sing a song. So we're first going to start out with the story so that we know what the hungry caterpillar is all about. It's called The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. Do you like caterpillars? I like caterpillars. If you're outside, you might see some caterpillars crawling around on leaves or branches or even on the ground. You should check them out. It says, in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through three plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through four strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through five oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through, oh my, one piece of chocolate cake, one ice cream cone, one pickle, one slice of Swiss cheese, one slice of salami, one lollipop, one piece of cherry pie, one sausage, one cupcake, and one slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomach ache. That's a lot of food. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through one nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon and pushed his way out. Then he was a beautiful butterfly. Look at all those colors. So boys and girls, I want you to think about two fruits that the caterpillar ate. Can you think of two of them? Do you need a strategy to figure out maybe one or two? Let's find out. One strategy is you could go back through the book and look at all the fruits. That would give you a clue. You could say, if a teacher says, name two fruits the caterpillar ate, just like teacher Wendy said, you could say an apple and a pear. But he also ate plums and strawberries. And he also ate oranges. So you can name any of those fruits. Now, boys and girls, I want you to think in your brain, think. What is your favorite fruit? Can you tell me? Ooh, those sound good. Can I tell you my favorite fruit? I like cherries. I think cherries are very good. Some of them are tart or sour, and others are very sweet, but those are my favorite. Thank you for sharing your favorite fruit with me. Now, boys and girls, now that we've read the Very Hungry Caterpillar song, or the story, we've read the story, we're going to look at making our own caterpillar. So what I did is I took scissors and I cut a whole row from an egg carton. So you cut a whole row. Then what I did is I turned it upside down and I colored each section a different color. You can make yours any way you want, because if you look here, the caterpillar is green and his head is red. I thought about doing it that way, but sometimes it's okay to be unique. That means making yours special or the way that you like it. So what I did is I used different colors, but I still made his head red. Now, I didn't know what to put up here. So what I did is I used paper clips, just like this. You could ask your parents if you have any paper clips. So boys and girls, ask your parents if you can save an egg carton. And then I used markers to color my caterpillar. And you too can make your own hungry caterpillar. It's kind of a fun art project to do. And you'll need to save, remember, maybe paper clips or something else, and then whatever colors you want for your caterpillar. So, boys and girls, there's also a caterpillar song that I love to sing. We're going to sing it twice because I'll sing it for you, and then I'm hoping the second time you're going to sing it with me. Are you ready to go? Are you? I am too. Okay, are you ready? There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf, wiggle, wiggle. There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf, wiggle, wiggle. There's a tiny caterpillar, a tiny caterpillar, a tiny caterpillar on a leaf, wiggle, wiggle. There's a big fat caterpillar on a leaf, munch, munch. There's a big fat caterpillar on a leaf, munch, munch. There's a big fat caterpillar, a big fat caterpillar, a big fat caterpillar on a leaf, munch, munch. There's a pretty butterfly on a leaf, flutter, flutter. There's a pretty butterfly on a leaf, flutter, flutter. There's a pretty butterfly, a pretty butterfly, a pretty butterfly on a leaf, flutter, flutter. All right, boys and girls, let's do that again, but I want you to sing with me. First, we have a tiny caterpillar. Then he eats a lot of leaves and he gets bigger. Then he builds a cocoon around himself and he's a pretty butterfly. So can you help me sing? Okay, let's go. There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf, wiggle, wiggle. There's a tiny caterpillar on a leaf, wiggle, wiggle. There's a tiny caterpillar, a tiny caterpillar, a tiny caterpillar on a leaf, wiggle, wiggle. There's a big fat caterpillar on a leaf, munch, munch. There's a big fat caterpillar on a leaf, munch, munch. There's a big fat caterpillar, a big fat caterpillar, a big fat caterpillar on a leaf, munch, munch. There's a pretty butterfly on a leaf, flutter, flutter. There's a pretty butterfly on a leaf, flutter, flutter. There's a pretty butterfly, a pretty butterfly, a pretty butterfly on a leaf, flutter, flutter. All right, boys and girls, that was our caterpillar song. Now I want to ask you to do something. When you go out, you might see caterpillars. We talked about that a little bit ago. Go out and count. How many caterpillars can you find? I wonder, 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4? I don't know. And then have your family write that number down. How many caterpillars are you going to see? Count. That would be a fun activity. You could go in your backyard or your front yard and look around, go to the park, and do a hunt for caterpillars. So boys and girls, I hope you do that fun activity. So for now, goodbye from Teacher Wendy. Have a wonderful caterpillar hunt kind of day. Bye.